7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Oi! G'day friends, thanks for checking out this video, an action figure collection video. I'm really stoked to bring you this video, and I've got to say I'm probably more excited to show you than you are to see it, but anyway, we're going to get into it today. I've put a lot of work into this, so not just with putting the lights in, so you've seen that video of me installing these lights, but then setting them all up, you know, taking everything out, cleaning them, reposing a lot of the figures and setting them up in new cabinets. So I say work, yeah, maybe half of it was work and the other half was a whole heap of fun. A lot of time went into it as well. So yeah, I'm really keen on this. So how we're going to do it today is I've got Mythic Legions, I've got these cabinets here, and I've got one other cabinet that I'm going to save for last because I got my first ever 1/6 action figure. So do you still call them action figures? I guess you still do. Yeah, there's not as much action with them. But yeah, my first 1/6 scale figure. Now, I was always told that once I went 1/6, yeah, that would open a whole new pathway and a whole new rabbit hole. And I'm glad to say that that hasn't happened. I haven't sort of got that bug. That bug hasn't bit me, and I'm pretty happy about that because I don't need another expensive hobby, you know, to add to the list I already have. So I always figured that if I ever got a 1/6 scale figure, it would be a Bale Batman, and I did have a chance to pick up one of those. They had a few there that they had reissued, and I did look at them, but yeah, I still never pulled the trigger. But I saw this figure and I thought, oh man, I have to have that. So we're going to see that, but that's we're going to save that to last for a bit of a tease. I'm not going to have any Transformers in this video. Yes, they are action figures, but I kind of class them as two different things. This video will go on long enough just on its own, and we will do a separate video on the Transformers. I've got a few new Transformers to show you there, and I have got Fans Toys Gears on its way as well, so I'll be able to add that to the collection, and yeah, that'll be down the track. But I think that's enough rambling on. Let's jump right in and check them out. Starting off with my Mythic Legions collection. So if you watch my videos about tearing the city down, the Lego city down, and then what changes I had planned, one of the changes is fixing up this display. So I'm going to get another one of these cabinets and then turn them around and put them back to back so I can get more figures out, because I've got quite a few figures stacked in there on the bottom shelf, and I'm just out of room, and I think I've got three pre-orders at the moment, so I'm going to have a lot more figures to add. So the other thing I want to do is fix up the lighting. I spent a lot of time with this lighting, but it was in the early days when I was still learning what to do, and actually the stripping that I bought wasn't the best quality, and they're not real bright. So yeah, I need to redo all of this, which is a bit of a pain, but like I said, I'm buying a second cabinet, so I've got to do that. So I figure I'll just redo the whole lot with some better strip lighting, and we'll just start up here. I don't keep them in their factions or anything. This is just my badass dudes. I'll just see if I can get a bit more light in here. So yes, they're not really bright enough. I have got a big gap on this side because I did have the Death Dealer, Mesa Death Dealer in here, but I've put him on his own shelf now. So yeah, I can fill that out a bit more, but I haven't worried about it because I know I'm going to have to tear it all down. It's a bit dirty at the moment as well, needs a good clean. All my knights in here. So as a collection, I probably like the knights the best. But just some of these dudes, they just look wicked, don't they? And then down the bottom here, I've just got a few extras here, and my barbarians, and that is my loose collector, Red Sonja. I've just put her in here as well. So yeah, that is the Mythic Legions. Talking about bright LED strips, holy shit, these things are bright. Just these 6 cabinets with all the stripping in just lights up the whole room. So yeah, where do we start? We'll just do a quick once over. Mainly DC, Star Wars, Predator, Lord of the Rings, Marvel. So we'll start with Marvel. We'll start down here in the end one here. And like I showed in the lighting video, I moved this cabinet back a bit, so I got a little bit more room here. So that's makes it a little bit easier now. So we'll start up here. I don't know how good this is focusing, but yeah, all the Marvel characters. Really love this shelf. These 2 Marvel shelves actually, so I'll just skip over straight to this one as well. Yeah, some great figures in there. Ragnarok at the back. I got the Avengers, the 6 Avengers there. And yeah, just a real mix of figures. I've got Figure Arts, Mafex, Mezco, so yeah, real mix. These used to be on the top shelf, these guys. I still really love them. They are really cool, aren't they? And these are all Mezco figures here. And we go down. More Marvel. And on the very bottom, we've got Crash Bandicoot. Just for something different. And these are really cool. They're just a real bastard to stand up. They fall over all the time. And we might just jump straight over. That bottom there is empty, obviously. And I've just got a couple of figures here that were big cartoon figures for me. Well, more comic. Phantom. I used to, when I was a young fella, used to enjoy reading the Phantom comics. And of course used to watch a lot of Popeye. So, and that's a Mezco. That's just an absolutely awesome figure, that one. So yeah, that could do with a few more characters. If we come up here, this is a shelf I didn't originally have planned, but yeah, I just thought it was worthy of its own shelf. The Death Dealer. This is on a Toy Biz, I think it was back in the day. Toy Biz, Lord of the Rings horse. And put the Death Dealer on there. That's just a great figure. That was a gift from me mate Scotty. And I've got the Conan figure, which is, as I said, I still had a couple of figures to open, and I know I'm going to spend hours on that, taking photos and playing around, all the accessories that come with a Mezco. So yeah, I didn't quite get to that, but I will. But got a spot ready for him, and I did already show this shelf, but let's just have a look again. Yeah, great shelf, that one. Now if we come over, got my Predator figures here. Big Predator fan, especially the original 2 films. Well, really the only original 2 films, I guess. AVP, I really like that as well. I know a lot of people didn't, but I really like that. And of course we got the new Prey movie, which was really good as well. So I'm thinking I might get the Prey Predator and stick him in there too, because NECA's released him now, so I might do that. But yeah, these are all NECA Predators with Arnie, and the alien is a Mafex alien, which isn't the best figure, but I'm just happy to have an alien in the collection. And if we come down, I had all these on one shelf before, so I've got all my Lord of the Rings. So these are Diamond Select Lord of the Rings. I'll just quickly show you the shelf down. So I had all of these on one shelf, so it was really jam-packed. Did look pretty good, I thought, all together. But there's more figures coming, so I decided I'd space it out now in anticipation for the new figures. So I've actually got 2 figures in my loot crate at Big Bad Toy Store at the moment. So I'll be able to get those. Then there's Saruman and I can't think who is it. Sam was. I can't think who the other character is now. That's releasing next year. And I did see a video where they were talking to someone from Diamond Select that said they will finish out the Fellowship. So yeah, we've got to get Merry and Pippin. So yeah, looking forward to eventually filling the whole Fellowship out. But yeah, these figures, you know, some of them are a little bit hit and miss with the face sculpts and that. Hopefully I haven't got too much contrast there. I might just dial it down a little bit. But overall, some of them are awesome. But yeah, some are a little bit hit and miss, like I said. But they do, as a collective, I think they're pretty good. And we'll go down to this shelf. And these are all pretty good here. I think it's easier to do these sort of faces rather than, you know, of when you're trying to get close as you can to the look of an actor. And the Golem is just, yeah, I didn't think I'd enjoy that as much as I did, but he is absolutely fantastic. And down the bottom, I've got some AVP stuff here, the Alien and Predator. Alright, I think it's probably better off going to the top and working our way down again. So that is 3 cabinets. Onto the 4th cabinet, I've got Star Wars. So I used to have Star Wars in its own cabinet, but I've now moved them over to join all the other figures, and this is probably my favourite shelf, I would say. It's very hard to say, there's a lot of good shelves here. There's probably one other that, I don't know, 1 or 2, I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah, I do love this one. So a lot of figure arts here and Mayfex. With a couple of Black Series, just to fill it out a little bit. But yeah, I really do enjoy this shelf. Of course, the OG of Star Wars. And again, another good shelf. Bit of a mix here with, there's actually no Mayfex on this one. This is figure arts and Black Series again. You know, didn't ever want to go down the path with too many Black Series, but just used them to fill out some of my favourite characters that figure arts haven't done. Again, just that Darth Maul. That would be my favourite figure on this shelf. He is superb. And to go down, this one's a bit sparse. So yeah, I love that Darth Maul so much, I had to get another one. So yeah, I had to get a shirtless Maul. So that's Black Series. I think that's a cool looking figure. And this is a Mayfex Mando with Grogu. And I have got the Mandalorian Boba Fett here, which I was in 2 minds whether I was going to open it. I really wanted it, and then when I got it, I don't know, after watching Boba Fett, it kind of really turned me off. So but I probably will open it. Just, yeah, I think it'll look good on this shelf here and fill it out. And up the back, I've just got a couple of Boba Fetts that were gifts. So it's my little Boba Fett shrine. Spit that out. So I like that carbonised one. I think that looks pretty cool. Alright, and now I might just go straight over here actually. So before Mythic Legions, I was collecting Boss Fight Studios. So these little figures, I did think about possibly getting rid of them, but yeah, now I've got the Mythic Legions, but they are really cool. They are really cool. So yeah, I'm going to hang on to them. I haven't sort of got any more since I got these original ones here. I think these are over a couple of different series that they were doing, but yeah, they make some really good stuff, I've got to say. Boss Fight Studios. And if we come up, we've got some knights and samurai. And these are cloth goods. These are great looking figures. Not real good for posing. I mean, you can get a decent pose. I mean, I like that pose, but yeah, they're not the best in the way of action figures, but they look fantastic. All right, and coming up, this is kind of a little bit of a random shelf. Again, Mezco, Mafex, and figure arts. Mainly, actually I think there's only one Mafex. I think they're all figure arts and Mezco mainly. Actually no, that Nightmare Batman, that's Mafex. That was my placeholder until I got to see if I could get a Mezco one, which I did. So, but it's still a great figure, so I didn't want to take him out of the cabinets altogether, because I still think he's really cool. Okay, and this is a relatively new shelf that I did, like a new combination, and I was just going to have all Batman, a whole shelf of just Batman, but then I got this Mafex Superman, and I absolutely love this figure. So I thought, in a sea of Batman, I'll put Superman. So really good figures here. The back three are all Mezco. Have a bit of a closer look. And the front two plus the Superman, they are Mafex. So Mafex just absolutely killing it with these figures. Some of my favourites. And then we jump over, and when I said about favourite shelves, I mean, I love that shelf. But yeah, this one's right up there too. You know, when it comes to DC, the Nolan trilogy is a bee's knees for me. I absolutely love it. Can't get enough. So I wish we could get some other figures here. I wish Mafex would keep doing. These are, just let me think here. These are all Mafex, the whole lot. So yeah, I wish I had to continue this line. There's quite a few characters we could still get. Top of my list would be a Nurse Joker. I think that'd be really cool. And then we just have Joker sitting down on the shelf. Okay, and the next shelf is my Justice League. I kind of wish I had got all the... after the movies, I sort of wasn't meaningful enough for me to get all of the characters, but after the Snyder cut, I was kicking myself I never did, because that movie just changed everything. It is yeah, it's bloody awesome. So I wish I had got Cyborg and Flash and just fill it out, but anyway, it is what it is. Maybe one day I'll be able to do that. It's always good with a collection like this, when you miss things, you still have little pockets of areas that you can look forward to completing at some stage. But yeah, the Mezco Nightmare Batman, how fantastic is he? That is great. Batfleck. And again, this is a combination Mafex, Figure Arts, Mezco, 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 Mafex, Mezco, Mafex, Mafex, and Figure Arts is a Wonder Woman, which I did have on this shelf. I did have a Figure Arts Wonder Woman, but when they released this one for the, I think it was for the 1984 movie, the face sculpt on that is just exceptional. So yeah, had to swap her out. And one last Batman figure. So again, and then down the bottom, nothing. So I got a couple of shelves to fill out, but that is the collection there of these 6 cabinets. So I said I've got one more. So I'm really going to be a teasy and save that 1/6 scale figure to last. So yeah, this is the last cabinet. This used to be the Star Wars cabinet. Now it's my nostalgia cabinet, as I like to call it. Not all the figures are, but yeah, most of them. When I was younger, you know, was really into horror movies. Not so much anymore. Do still watch them occasionally, but I was a big Friday the 13th fan, big Evil Dead fan, but I loved American Werewolf in London, and this NECA werewolf is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I love that. Got the Mezco King Kong back there. I just thought that was a good combination, and of course God of War, just to remind me of all the hours I have put into those games over the years. If we come up, this is the 80s kid in me for sure. HeMan, I had so many HeMan figures. I wish I still had them all today, because yeah, I had a very healthy collection. I think it was one of those things where every time my mum went to the shop, she would pick me up a HeMan figure, because they're relatively cheap. I can't even remember how much they were back in the day, but yeah, she seemed to always be bringing me some random character. So yeah, that was cool. So I've got the 40th anniversary HeMan here, and the Skeletor I made up. So I don't know if I've put that video up yet or not, but yeah, well, I kit bashed, as they like to say, this Skeletor. In the end, I didn't do too much to it. I put a different cape on, put a different head on, and different Havoc stuff, and that was it. So yeah, but I'm really happy with that Skeletor. I think these two together look awesome. And of course, I've got my Optimus Prime. I did say I wasn't going to show any Transformers, but this cell shaded one is just so different to the other Masterpiece figures. I couldn't really display it in the cabinet with those, so I just thought it would look good just on his own. And yeah, I just love that effect. It doesn't always work, that cell shading, but I think in this case he looks pretty awesome. And then this is the nostalgia shelf more so than anything. Bruce Lee, big Bruce Lee fan, watching all the movies. Yeah, when I was a kid, used to love going to the video shop and getting all the Bruce Lee movies. And of course, Terminator, especially the original Terminator. I mean, we all love Terminator 2, but yeah, you couldn't have that without the original. RoboCop, another big fan of RoboCop. Back to the Future, of course. How could you not? And The Crow. So yeah, oh man, I don't know how many times I watched The Crow when I was younger. That's a Mezco. That's just an absolutely brilliant figure. And the figure that doesn't really fit here is John Wick, but I kind of thought with the, yeah, in the overall scheme of things, John Wick kind of fits on this shelf, but eventually he's probably going to have to move out somewhere else, because yeah, I really want to fill this shelf out with some more figures. I've got Figure Arts Indiana Jones coming. Well, I've pre-ordered it, so that should be releasing pretty soon. He'll go on here, and there's a few other figures I'd love to add. I'd love to add a Rambo, but most of all would be a John McClane Die Hard figure. I know there's been quite a few different Rambos in the past. There's some other offerings coming up soon, so should be able to pick something up along those lines, but I've never seen a John McClane Die Hard figure. So yeah, I imagine someone's done one at some stage. If they haven't, you know about it, let me know in the comments. I mean, too bloody dear to pick him up now, I'd imagine, but hopefully one day someone will do one, because yeah, it's severely lacking. I mean, I'd get a Hans Gruber as well. Who wouldn't want that figure? And here we go. Can anyone guess what the 1/6 scale figure that has tempted me? So think about what I love. It's not Hot Toys, it's a sideshow, but you know I love westerns, don't you? So here we go. Yeah. Check that out. The man with no name. Clint Eastwood. Holy shit. This figure. Man. I'm just so stoked to have this. So in the end, I just never would have thought I would pick up a 1/6 scale figure. But I just had to. And when I got this, I did almost order some of the other Clint Eastwood offerings. Josie Wales. Yeah, what was the other? Preacher. I think they did a Preacher. Yeah, I would have liked to, but they are expensive. They are expensive, and in the end, this is the one I would have got the most anyway. So yeah, just to have him just makes me smile every time I see it. And that is the collection, the amount of times I watched Clint Eastwood movies when I was younger. And still do, I might add. Yeah, so yeah, this just is full of special feels, this cabinet, I tell you. So that's what I want to do. I just wanted something a little bit special here. Not to say Star Wars isn't special, that certainly holds a special place in my heart, but yeah, these figures just across the board just really put a smile on my face. So there we go, peoples. My action figure collection. I've got no idea how long this video went for. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what are some of your favourite figures in this collection. What are some of your favourite figures in your collection? Let me know about that. Is there something that really stands out for you? Is there anything you want to know about? Yeah, any questions, belt it down below. I'm happy to answer any questions. And yeah, I'd just like to thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next video. I'm going to get a close-up while I say bye for now. Oh yeah, and it's not going to focus. Look at the detail. This is just amazing.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you